hold on to whatever reasons why he is paid, to say, I won't let go my service or goods until the money is in my account. So that is what the only thing. It's not about, look at the GSM, all our people are using it.
But we still have some people that even if they want to make a common call, they will say, Mormimg, then what about Said? They'll be phone.
These are very insignificant, very minimal. And it's all over the world. In America, you have illiterates. In China, in India, in everywhere in the world, you have illiterates. Sometimes an illiterate can become an illiterate. Some people don't know how to use the computer. They are all over the world. It's not, see, ignorance is not limited to us. Anything you want to do, you can learn it. And our people are good learners. We have the way we design our country sometimes, or when people talk about if you don't know how to speak English, or you did not go to traditional school of this conventional school of British system, the colonial masters, feel, no, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. Even when the British came to Nigeria, in some of the countries, the communities in Nigeria, they made clear administrative system where people are paying taxes and all of that. So don't let's look at our people as if they are non-entities. No, we are not. We are not. The only thing we need to do is for our government, the CBN, the stakeholders in that sector, to be up and doing, and people will key into the system.
All right. Now, the new cash withdrawal limit policy. The Central Bank of Nigeria said for an individual, you can only withdraw 20,000 naira a day and 100,000 naira in a week. For business organizations, 500,000 naira a week. Is this going to promote cashless economy or bring more hardship on the people?
Well, we'll see how it goes. We have been talking holistically, since we started this discussion. Now, coming specifically to this present administration, I don't even think they know what they are doing. They have brought so much hardship to Nigerians, than perhaps I've seen since I was born. A government that does not, I don't think they think about what this impact will be on Nigerians. I've just spoken about how to first of all put necessary infrastructure. Look, if you want to build a story building or a skyscraper, you don't decide that at the middle of the construction. You plan it right from the foundation, even from the soil testing, to see, can this ground is solid enough to carry this load? Then you design the building, you keep to the plan. Very insignificant of aesthetics can come in during construction, very minimal, not major decisions. You just feel, oh, let us expand, put 10-story more, no, you don't do that. That's what they are doing. You just nearly came out with a policy of change of notes. You haven't even seen how it will play. How people will be able to put their money back into the bank, to be able to save it from getting void by your policy. You came out with minimum deposit and minimum withdrawal. I don't know. I don't know how somebody who is thinking about his socio-economic environment. You don't just go and copy something from anywhere and dump it anyhow. if my child is 5 feet tall and somebody else's child is 6 feet tall, and the person put his car key or soap for bathing in 5.7 feet, his child can still pick it. I don't go and copy him and put my key there, but my child can't get there. So you don't go and start to fry your dodo where your plantain is smaller than the other person and you want to cut the same size. No. This we don't know. We will all wait and see how it will work when I want to buy something. I have transferred money to you. It has not gotten to your account. I have been debited. I need the service. I can't get it. Then I have to go and withdraw money. They tell me I have exceeded my limit. Look at the catastrophe that is going to cause. Personally speaking, my wife delivered all my children with, special operations. The last month, I paid the hospital. They didn't have money and they were going to stop. In fact, till now, they stopped one of the operation. Because they said they haven't gotten the money. And then I want to withdraw cash again and you stop me. Do you know the madness that will cause? You have a contract to deliver. It has deadline. You have transferred. They said, we didn't see it. You run back to the bank to collect your cash. Your own money, you are not taking a loan. And somebody say, you have exceeded your limit and your contract will expire. Do you know the madness it will create? I don't think these people know what is happening in Nigeria and to Nigerians. They just sit down there and think every part of Nigeria is like Abuja and the caprices of the Aso Rock of CBN. No. Go to Kiari in Lagos. See how people fight every day because I have been debited. I must carry the load. You cannot carry it. Go. Go and see it. Go to several places. Even here in Oshu, it's only people who know you. Perhaps you say, okay, write down your phone number. And sometimes there could be emergencies. So I think the government should get somebody to really advise them to get the realities of this country. Do some what we call reality check. Need assessment. Then before you start rolling out policy, look at the issue of fuel. You want to remove subsidy? For 24 years, all the political parties put together, because I don't want to be partisan, you inherited 4 refineries from the military. And you granted all without building one. And you want to change the price of fuel? Tí bàbá èèyàn bá lóko àgbàdo, tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ bá wọ́n ní gbòòrò, ṣé bó yẹ kí inú wọn dùn ni? But the reverse is the case now. We have a corn farm. People need pap. The cost of pap has gone up. That is supposed to be our raining time. It should be our raining days. But now the reverse is the case. We have crude. Cost of fueling is high across the world. That should be raining days for us. But it is not, because we don't even have refineries that are working. And somebody will come and tell you government has no business in business. It's a kind of insanity. All the people who are advising Nigerians or our leaders to do that, I don't think our leaders have sense to go and look at those people's country. British Railway is there. It's public owned. British Airways is there. It's public owned. Major hospitals in UK where people get, their public hospitals have the best personnel and best equipment. You have council flats where people are living, and you say, I bought a house in London. You have just bought one council flat. Those are businesses for government. British Telecom is there. So we can count, the list goes on. The list goes on. Who does that? You put the major aspect of the economy in the hands of private sector without no public sector competing with them. They will rip the people off. We go to other countries and bring their civil servants to come and work in Nigeria. And we say government has no business in business. What are those people doing here? All these Chinese you see here, you think they are contracted, they are private people. They are employees of government. So, I don't know. It's an holistic thing. So we can just keep expanding it to different areas.
Okay. You see, when the central bank started with the redesigning of the naira, before it came up with the councillors, bank withdrawal limits, there are a lot of controversies. The Federal Ministry of Finance came out to say that they were not carried along. The National Assembly said they were not carried along. How do you see this idea of CBNs doing things single-handedly? I've
just told you that this present administration is the worst we have seen in the history of this country. There's no synergy. There's no synergy. This is the first time we are seeing in the history of Nigeria somebody who is a CBN governor is putting posters for presidential campaign. And he was not sanctioned. So, that is a non-issue as far as they are concerned. You and I can bother it. We can be wondering, how can this be possible? It's nothing to them. Everybody does what they like. No control, command and control. So, the CBN can do tomorrow. Before we leave the studio, probably we can go out and meet another policy. Don't be surprised.
All right. Now, one of the issues people have actually been talking about concerning this cash withdrawal limit is the fact that it could help in curbing vote buying the next year's general election, because there are allegations that politicians that cannot, rig through the BVN have now resorted to vote buying. That if they have limited cash, they won't have money to spray around. What's your take on that, sir?
Okay. So if I want to do vote buy and I transfer my money to you, what has the limitation done to that?
If you want to do vote buying, you transfer your money to me. You do not know those that will be coming, because most of the time it is on the election day.
Exactly. You have just answered the question.
If you want to, you still have limited amount you can. So
they have just made the vote buying easier.
For real?
Yeah. Before, probably politicians didn't think that I can pay you by transfer.
Okay.
To do vote buying.
Okay.
Now you have just reminded them.
And there is no limit to how
and there's no limit to how much I can transfer and to how many number of people I can transfer to. And of course, you can't do that because that would be insanity. Then you are telling me there must be limit to the number of people who can buy product from me and the number of product that I can buy. And since you cannot do that, you have just given them the easy way out. So all they need to do is to put money in their cohorts accounts,
okay,
and then they send to people on election day. And even people come and say, did you see any money with me?
So are you saying that
See,
new
excuse me,
withdrawal
madam.
policy might not really have any
I
positive
don't
effect?
see it. Committing fraud is in the mind. Our government should do a lot. We have National Orientation Agency. What are they doing? Our government should do a lot on working on the attitudes and orientation of Nigerians. When you see people who wake up in the morning and say, God bless my country, something has happened to them. The country has given a lot to them. That's what's giving them the natural commitment. And it's practical, it's obvious. We are all seeing our players in national team, and then we see them in their club teams, in their club matches. We see how they play. When they are playing in their club, they play with all their might, regardless of the risk of getting injury or suffering any kind of injury. Why? They have the confidence that if anything happens to me, I'll be well taken care of. Whereas, when they're on the national team, they know and they have seen what has happened to those before them. So, you keep yourself, you watch out, but you don't destroy your leg. That's the end. So, government should do more to give people, Nigerians, the confidence in their country. And, you have to show commitment. You have to see it from those of you who are in position of power. Then people will, you can't be telling me that be committed to public service when you yourself are not committed to the service. You are not selfless, you are telling me to be selfless. So that is it. There's no magic. It's not a rocket science thing. If you give the people the confidence in the country, you reorientate the people to let us know that. And I think, let me use this opportunity to tell Nigerians, look, take your country back. Take your country back. But this is our country. And there's no anywhere else that we can go that can be like here. During the COVID-19 era, that should have been a lesson to everybody, that people know who their people are. Vaccines are meant for other places, and people are withholding it at their own airport, that look, this can't pass here because my people need it. It's not their own, but they had it and they use it. And we have seen countries giving vaccine to their indigents and neglecting even those who have nationalized, not to talk of visitors. It tells you that so everybody knows their home. So don't think that you can carry all your family to one country and another. One day they'll suffer it, that you don't belong here. So we must be committed to building our own country.
Let's look at it in Yoruba now. Ìgbà tí ilé ìfowópamọ́ àpapọ̀ orílẹ̀-èdè tàmọ̀ sí CBN, wọ́n kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ní àwọn fẹ́ pa àwọn owó kan dá ní ojúdá nínú ìta àti igba náírà alápapọ̀, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà alápapọ̀ àti ẹgbẹ̀rún kan alápapọ̀. Ṣé ǹjẹ́ ẹ rò pé pípa owó lójú ìdá ṣé rò pé òun ni ó lè tán ìṣòro ọrọ̀ ajé tó ń bá orílẹ̀-èdè yìí fira?
Ẹ ṣe lótú. Ó wà lára ẹ̀. ó lè má jẹ́ òun nìkan ṣùgbọ́n ó lè nípa tó lè kó. Ìdí ni pé owó tí ìjọba ń tẹ̀ síta ìjọba mọ̀ye owó tó dẹ̀ wà láàrin iléeṣẹ́ ìfowópamọ́sí ní gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ìjọba ní rẹ́kọ̀dù ẹ̀ wọ́n ní àkọsílẹ̀ àwọn dẹ̀ ló lè sọ lórí ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ní nǹkan nínú ètò ìjọba ṣíṣe kì í ṣe gbogbo tó bá wà ní nínú ìmọ̀ ìjọba ni ìjọba ń sọ fún aráàlú lótò ní kì í ṣe pé pé wọ́n fi ṣèkà ṣùgbọ́n fún ọ̀nà ètò ṣíṣe náà ni gbogbo àgbáyé náà ti ń ṣe rẹ̀. Àwọn ló máa wá mọ̀ àwọn nìkan ló lè mọ̀ ìdí tán fi gbé owó tuntun yìí wá. Tó bá jẹ́ pé owó tán fi síta àti owó tán rí kó wà ń ta ó takora wọn wọ́n wá ń gbàlérò yìí pé àwọn kan ti lè kó owó wa pamọ́ síbì kan tí kò jẹ́ kí owó tó wà ń ta jẹ́ kí ọrọ̀ ajé orílẹ̀-èdè wa kó rú gọ́gọ́ kó lọ sókè sí wọ́n lè ṣe irú ìgbésẹ̀ yìí. Ìdàkejì tún ni pé wọ́n tún lè tún rí pé owó tá ti tẹ̀ síta owó tó wá ń wà nínú iléeṣẹ́ ìfowópamọ́sí gan sìn ó ti ju owó tá tẹ̀ síta lọ. Ìyẹn ni pé àwọn kan tún ti lọ tẹ owó wa ń bì kan wọ́n tún ti kó wọnú inú ọrọ̀ ajé wa tó lè jẹ́ àkóbá fún ọrọ̀ ajé wa. Láti lè yọ àwọn kàńdá yẹn kúrò nínú ìrẹsì wọ́n tún lè gbèrú ìgbésẹ̀ àwọn nìkan ní ojú wọn tó ṣùgbọ́n tá a lè sọ nípa ẹ̀ ni pé ó nípa tó lè kó nínú ṣíṣe ààbò fún ọrọ̀ ajé wa.
ok tàbá tó wá rí ìgbésẹ̀ kejì tí wọ́n tún wá gbé báyìí ni pé wọ́n ní ìgbà tó bá máa fi di ọjọ́ kẹsàn-án oṣù tó ń bọ̀ oṣù January ó máa ní iye owó tí èèyàn lè gbà ní ojúmọ́ ó tún máa ní iye owó tí èèyàn lè gbà ní ọ̀sẹ̀ ṣé ẹ lérò pé eléyìí máa tún ràn ajé Nàìjíríà lọ.
ṣe rí ìjọba tó wà lóde láti ìgbà tí ìwọ̀nba ọjọ́ kékeré tán ti bí Mormimg ṣe kéré tó yìí èmi ò tí ì rí ìṣèjọba tó rí bí ìjọba tá a wà yìí rí. Ìnira tí ìjọba yìí ń fún orílẹ̀-èdè wa àti àwọn aráàlú mi ò fẹ́ rírí. Wọ́n ń ṣe ìjọba kan tó ní àròjinlẹ̀ lórí kí ni ó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ láwùjọ kan tó máa gbé ìgbésẹ̀. Tí èèyàn bá fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan èèyàn ò kọ́kọ́ wo àyíká ibi tó ti fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan ǹjẹ́ ó bá àsìkò yìí mu ǹjẹ́ ó bá gbà yìí mu àwọn nǹkan tá a fẹ́ ṣe ǹjẹ́ a ti ṣe ìlànà sílẹ̀ fún tí òfin ní àwọn èèyàn lára. Mi ò rò pé àwọn máa ń rò. Ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ owó tuntun jáde kò tí ì póṣù kan kódà àti ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ sí rí owó náà. Tó bá jẹ́ pé ẹ fẹ́ gbé méjèèjì jáde papọ̀ ìjọ kan náà ló yẹ kó ti sọ papọ̀. Nítorí àwọn olóyìnbó ń pè ní afterthought ó pọ̀ lọ́rọ̀ wọn. Kéèyàn máa ṣe nǹkan láláì kọ́kọ́ ní ìlànà àbí àkọsílẹ̀ tó fi fẹ́ ṣe ibi tó bá já sí náà ni ó tún máa tún ṣe ibi tó bá tún já sí náà tó máa ó bu ìjọba kù. Èyí tí wọ́n ṣe yìí èmi ò mọ ohun tí wọ́n fẹ́ rí níbẹ̀ ju pé wọ́n fẹ́ kó ìnira bá àwọn èèyàn lọ. Torí ọ̀pọ̀ ọgbà ni èèyàn máa ń san owó fún àwọn èèyàn látara àwọn ìlànà tí wọ́n là kalẹ̀ tí a mọ̀ sí electronic payment system. Àwọn ọ̀nà tá a fi ń sanwó yàtọ̀ sí pé ká fúnra wa ní owó pépà irú àwọn ká fi fóònù sanwó ká fi íńtánẹ́ẹ̀tì sanwó ká fi ATM sanwó gbogbo ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ gbà ni a máa ń ṣe tí ìfàǹfà máa ń wà lára ẹni tó sanwó látọ̀dọ̀ ẹni tó sanwó àti ẹni tó gba owó nígbà tí owó ò bá débi tí ó ti ń lọ. Kódà èmi kì í yanjú ní oṣù mẹ́fà. Bẹ́ẹ̀mi ṣe jókòó yìí bíi 30,000 naira ni mo ti fi jin báǹkì kan kí n má dárúkọ wọn tí mo ní rẹ́kọ̀dù ẹ̀, mo ní transaction date ìkan 10,000 ìkan 20,000 ọjọ́ ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ló ṣẹlẹ̀. Nígbà tí mo para tó sú mi tí mo rí pé owó tí mo fi ń lé gan-an ó ti ẹ̀ tún fẹ́ ju iye owó yẹn lọ ni mo jáwọ́. So bẹ́ẹ̀ nígbà tí mo bá fúnyàn lówó tí mo fẹ́ lo ọjà tí mo nílò fún ní pàjáwìrì tí mo ti fi owó ẹ̀rọ ayélujára sanwó fún tí ò dọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ tí mo tún wá ní kí n lọ gba owó pépà tẹ̀ tún wá ní mi ò lè rí gbà. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ kí ni báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ṣe? So ohun tó yẹ kán kọ́kọ́ mójútó kí gbogbo àwọn ìlànà yẹn kọ́kọ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ní ìrọ̀wọ́ ìrẹsẹ̀ ìrọ̀rùn tí ò ní mú irú àwọn ìfàǹfà yẹn kí gbogbo ẹ̀ kọ́kọ́ múnádóko. Ìyẹn ló yẹ kọ́kọ́ gbájúmọ̀, wọn ò gbájúmọ̀. So èmi ò mọ eléyìí ò lè di ẹnikẹ́ni lọ́wọ́ láti ṣe ohun táwọn ń rò pé bóyá tíyàn bá fẹ́ sanwó fún yàn fi ṣe kinní kan ẹ̀kọ́ àwọn àwa. Ṣùgbọ́n ó ní kí la lè pe advantage, òun náà ní àǹfààní tó lè mú wá. Àǹfààní tó lè mú wá ni pé eléyìí á jẹ́ kó rọrùn fúnjọba láti mọ gbogbo owó tó ń wọnú ẹkọ́nọ́mì wa, ọrọ̀ ajé wa, ibo ló ti ń wá, ibo ló lọ, tí ó ṣe àkóbá fún àwọn oníjìbìtì láti rí i pé kò rọrùn fún wọn mọ́ láti ṣe jìbìtì àbí àwọn tó ń jí wa lówó kó. So ó nípa tó lè kó nínú yẹn náà. Ṣùgbọ́n tí èèyàn bá fẹ́ ṣe é, ó ní ìgbésẹ̀ tó yẹ kéèyàn ti kọ́kọ́ ṣe kó tó ṣe.
Ọjà sáré bèrè ìbéèrè yìí. A tún rí pé àwọn tó máa ń jí ní gbé àwọn kan tún wòye pé tó bá ti jíyàn gbé wá ní ẹ lọ mú 5 million wá, ẹ mú 10 million wá, wípé tí irú cashless limit bá wà ní owó tí èèyàn lè gbà ní báńkì, ó tún máa jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ ààbò Nàìjíríà kó tún bẹ̀rù sí kí lẹ́rìí sí.
Mi ò gbà yẹn gbọ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wò báyìí. Ṣé ká kú sọ pé wọ́n fẹ́ máa fi ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn ṣòfò? Torí ìgbésẹ̀ wo ni ìjọba ti ń gbé láti gba àwọn tí wọ́n bá jí gbé padà láì rí pé àwọn èèyàn sanwó fún àwọn tó ń jí ní gbé? Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbà tó pọ̀ jù ni àwọn tó ń jíyàn gbé ń gba owó kó tó fi àwọn tó ń jí gbé sílẹ̀. Èyí tó pọ̀ jù nìyẹn. Ìjọba lè má sọ fún wa, ṣùgbọ́n àwọn tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mọ̀ pé àwọn sanwó káwọn tó rí ẹ̀wọ̀n èèyàn àwọn. Nígbà tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jẹ́ kí wọ́n wá rí owó yẹn san, tẹ́ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ní ọ̀nà tẹ́ fi bá wọn gba àwọn èèyàn padà, ẹ fẹ́ fi àwọn ẹ̀mí àwọn èèyàn dégbòdo. Lódodo èmi ò fara mọ́ kí èèyàn máa lọ fún àwọn ajínigbé lówó, torí níṣẹ́ là ń ró wọn lágbára sí tá bá ti ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. Ṣùgbọ́n ìjọba gbọ́dọ̀ kọ́kọ́ ṣe ìgbésẹ̀ àti ìgbìyànjú tó pọ̀ lórí ètò ààbò, pàápàá jùlọ láti rí i pé àwọn dẹ́kun ìjínigbé ní àwùjọ wa.
Tí a bá wò á rí i pé ètò ọrọ̀ ajé Nàìjíríà àwọn ìgbèríko ló sábà sòdò sí jù. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn èèyàn kan sì wà ní ìgbèríko, ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ wọn ni ò mọ tá à ń ṣe òwò lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Nígbà tá a wá ní pé a fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn máa gbé owó kiri láti máa rajà mọ́, ṣe rò pé eléyìí yóò ṣe àǹfààní fún àwọn tó wà ní ìgbèríko?
Ẹ ṣé, èmi ò fara mọ́, èmi ò rò wípé àwọn èèyàn wa jẹ́ apọ̀dà àbí aláìmọ̀kan. Ẹ̀rọ ayélujára tá à ń lò yìí àwọn èèyàn wa náà ń lò ní gbèríko. Tẹ́ bá dé gbèríko ẹ rí àwọn èèyàn, ìyá arúgbó, bàbá arúgbó, ọmọ kéékèèké tẹ́ ti rò pé kò kàwé, tó ń ṣe Facebook, tó ń ṣe Instagram, tó ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi gbogbo ohun tá à ń ṣe lórí ẹ̀rọ ayélujára. Wọ́n ń ra orin, wọ́n ń wo orin ní orí, kódà wọ́n ń ra àwọn sinimá. Kì í ṣe pé wọn ò lè ṣe, wọ́n lè ṣe, wọn ò nágbẹ́kẹ̀lé tó péye nínú ìjọba ni láti dáàbò bo àwọn oníjìbìtì, àwọn alágbèédá tó lè fi àwọn ohun tí ò ń ṣe òdodo tàn wọ́n. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ wọ́n ń pe àwọn nǹkan kan ní fake alert. Ìyẹn ni pé kéèyàn gba èsì pé owó ti dé àkáǹtì ẹ̀ tí ó sì yẹ pé irọ́ ni. Ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ni pé ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọgbà ni èèyàn máa ní mo ti sanwó fún yín tówó wọ àkáǹtì wọn. So àwọn nǹkan yìí ló ṣe ìtakò àwọn ìpèníjà tó wà nìyẹn fún wọn láti ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ lórí lílo ẹ̀rọ ayélujára láti fi máa ṣòwò. Kì í ṣe pé bóyá àti mọ̀ nípa ẹ̀ ní tó kéré jù, ṣùgbọ́n ohun tó yẹ kí ìjọba àpapọ̀ ṣe, pàápàá jùlọ iléeṣẹ́ tá à ń pè ní CBN tó jẹ́ iléeṣẹ́ ìfowópamọ́sí àpapọ̀, wọ́n nípa tó pọ̀ láti kó lórí fífi ọkàn àwọn èèyàn balẹ̀ sórí fífi owó pamọ́ sí ilé ìpamọ́ àti fífi ọkàn balẹ̀ lórí títà káràkátà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀rọ ayélujára.
Ẹ ṣe gan ni pé àtún lọ lórí àkókò wa ti wà lọ. Ẹ jẹ́ ká wo ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun nìsín. A rí pé ìjọba tuntun ti wà ní òde. Nǹkan kan tí àwọn ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ máa ń ṣe ni pé tí oṣù bá ti parí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni wọ́n á lọ sí Àbújá, wọ́n lọ gba allocation. Àwọn èèyàn tó wá sọ pé ó yẹ kí pé gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ tó wà ní Nàìjíríà wípé tí oníkálukú bá wo àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n ní, wọ́n lè rí owó gidi tí wọ́n máa fi ṣe ìjọba tí inú àwọn aráàlú á dẹ̀ dùn. Àwọn kílẹ̀ rò pé Ọ̀ṣun state ní tí ìjọba lè fojú síbẹ̀ tí wọ́n máa fi rí owó.
Ó dín di ọ̀rọ̀ lélẹ̀ ìtẹ̀sẹ̀jẹ̀ dádúlẹ̀ ẹni àkókò ti tán. Eléyìí gan fúnra rẹ̀ ó dín di ọ̀rọ̀ ni. Ẹ ṣe ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun jẹ́ ìpínlẹ̀ kan tí Ọlọ́run bùkún púpọ̀ gidi gan. A ní àwọn nǹkan tí ó jẹ́ a lè fi ṣe ọrọ̀ ajé tí ìpínlẹ̀ wa fi yàtọ̀ sí gbogbo ìpínlẹ̀ tó wà ní Nàìjíríà, ní orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà. A ní gold, a ní ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn solid minerals tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n jẹ́ olówó iyebíye. Àwọn òkúta tó jẹ́ mímọ́ bí mo ṣe lè máa sọ wọ́n Yorùbá ni o. So tí wọ́n ní owó lórí gan níta nígbà tí wọ́n bá tà. Tíjọba ẹ bá kọjú mọ́ nìkan ó tó ju owó Àbújá lọ. Ṣùgbọ́n ṣẹ́rí òfin tá à ń lò ní Nàìjíríà ó ní àwọn èèyàn ṣe ń pariwo lórí restructuring ìgbà àwo, kò tí ì fàyè gbà tó fún àwọn èèyàn láti rí àǹfààní, fún àwọn ìpínlẹ̀ láti rí àǹfààní bó ṣe tọ́ àti bó ṣe yẹ lórí àwọn nǹkan tó jẹ́ nǹkan àlùmọ́ọ́nì wọn. Ṣùgbọ́n síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ ìjọba eléyìí tó wọlé yìí láká ènìyàn fi ń ṣe ìjọba eléyìí tó wọlé ní ojú tèmi àti àwọn tí mo ti rí tí wọ́n ń ṣe àti àwọn nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ nígbà tí wọ́n ń polongo ìbò, k'Ọlọ́run bá wa ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ kán lè ṣe, ó jẹ́ ká ní ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ pé ìjọba tó fẹ́ wá lo làákàyè tó pé ni tí aráàlú ó dẹ̀ gbádùn wọn. Ẹ wo pípa owó wọlé ní abẹ́lé nínú ìpínlẹ̀, ìlànà tá à ń lò ní àti àwọn àsìkò sẹ́yìn díẹ̀ ó lọ́kọ́rọ́ yìí torí èmi tiẹ̀ tún nímọ̀ nípa yẹn dáadáa. àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ sanwó fúnjọba ẹlòmíì ọ̀sẹ̀ méjì ó sì ń pààrà báǹkì torí pé ó fẹ́ sanwó fúnjọba.
kí ló fà?
Wọ́n ṣe ìlànà àti ètò tó múnádóko ni. Ọ̀pọ̀ ọgbà ni ó ṣe pé ẹni tó ń dààmú yẹn torí ó nídìí rìsíìtì yẹn fún nǹkan kan tó fẹ́ ṣe ni. Tí ó bá ti yọ yẹn kúrò ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ èèyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bá ti wálẹ̀ nǹkan tó hàn bá ti rí ṣe wọn ò lọ́mọ nìyẹn. Ìdẹ́lẹ̀ bá wọn wí fún yẹn kí náà ìbọ̀rẹ̀ máa fa àkókò ẹ̀ ní ṣòfò láti fún yàn lówó. Tó bá fẹ́ gbọ́wó wá mi wá kó wá gbàgbà yẹn. So ìjọba yìí á ṣe ètò tó múnádóko lórí pípawó wọlé fún ìjọba láláì ní aráàlú lára. Ohun táwọn èèyàn mọ̀ ni pé pípawó wọlé fún ìjọba kò di dandan kó fowó kówó orí. Tí àwọn díẹ̀ bá ń san owó orí ló máa ń mú kíjọba máa fi tí ìjọba yẹn ò bá wá ní làákàyè láti gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn tó kù yóò máa fowó kún owó orí. Àwọn díẹ̀ nìkan náà ló tún máa san yóò kàn máa ní wọn lára. Ṣùgbọ́n tíjọba bá ṣe ètò tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo èèyàn lè dá kọ́bọ̀kọ́bọ̀ sísì ẹ rí i pé nígbà tí àwọn tó san tó bá pọ̀ yanturu owó náà ṣe kí ni á pọ̀ yanturu.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamzat Sholanke. We have been discussing the theme of the new cash withdrawal policy, limit policy announced by the Central Bank of Nigeria and the general economy of Nigeria and Osun State as a whole. Thank you for making it to the program.
Thank you.
We really enjoyed the discussion.
Yes.
You have educated us and enlightened the public about what to expect from the new cash policy, the advantages and the disadvantages. So I want to thank you once again.
Yeah, Mr. Sholanke, thank you for coming on the program today.
Thank you.
Actually, you have enlightened members of the public on the advantages and disadvantages of the cashless policy that the CBN is trying to introduce. Thank you for coming on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, this is where we'll be joining the contest on the first guest segment of the Saturday morning treat. We have another guest in the house, so just stay back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Jẹun wí fún ọ ayọ̀ rẹ̀ ń bọ̀ gbọ́ ohùn alóore